Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kristin, and yes, we're in my garage right now because we are going to be unboxing the Procolored P13 DTF printer, and it is inside this crate that I am sitting on. It was absolutely crazy seeing this come off the truck and into the garage. I mean, let's look at it. All right, so we're gonna open it. All right, so this is the view of everything. So we're gonna have to start taking all this out. All right, so in this box we have the DTF film roll, which this is pretty heavy. I'm gonna assume this is the power cord, or no? I gosh, I think we will bring this inside and go through all of it. It's packaged super, super nice. I think this is the last thing. So we are going to bring this inside. All right, so here the printer is inside the house. Now this is definitely a two-person job. It is a very heavy machine, and obviously we do not want to be dropping it. So I would just recommend to get a second hand to help. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just take all the plastic off, and now I opened the machine and I'm gonna take these two zip ties off because we are not gonna be able to work the machine with those on there. All right, so what else came in the box was just literally everything you could possibly imagine. Ethernet cord, the cable, some screwdrivers we'll need, and then some extra things to do some maintenance later on, which I have yet to do. We're just gonna do the full tutorial on how to make some fun DTF prints. So I'm just putting this on. This is actually going to cut your DTF material so you are able to not waste more paper than necessary. And then on the back side here, I am just adding these two metal pieces. There is an instructional guide once you download the software, so this does help you out along the way. And then that is just going to hold the roll of paper for you guys. Now this is 320 feet, I think is what they sent, and it came with a box. The ink did come separate, but now I'm just adding this to the back side, and I wanted to make sure that it was going on nicely, it was secure, it was tight, so they do send you some screwdrivers. So I'm just setting this on here, and then now I am going to roll the paper into the machine through the back. This is the side view, and then you're just going to push that lever down so the paper actually goes through, and then you can shove your hand in there. This is not turned on, so you're good to go. So I mean, I don't recommend sticking your hands in here when this is turned on, so don't do it. Now I'm going to be plugging this in along with the Ethernet cord, and then these are the three items you're going to need for the software to download and work all around. So without these items plugged into your computer, this printer will not print. And before I jump in any farther, the Procolored P13 DTF printer is the first ever home style direct to film printer, and it is designed specifically for creators and small business owners looking to elevate their printing game. I love the sleek wood grain look, and it's definitely complements my craft space. I love anything white and with those softer wood tones, and it is a beautiful piece in my craft room. Also, the very last step before we get started is just adding the ink to this. Now, I thought this was going to be the most trickiest part, but it actually was pretty easy. Like, I was watching some other videos, just making sure I was doing this right, and I did not want to mess this up, but I added all the ink in, and then now you have to go to the front of the printer, take off that cover, and then you do have to take these little needles and take out 3 to 5 millimeters of this ink before you can actually get started printing. And this I thought was going to be the most hardest part, and it was one of the easiest. Honestly, setting this up was fairly easy. All right, and once the ink is ready to go, you are actually ready to create. So now I'm gonna go into the ProRip app. Right now I'm in Creative Fabrica, just saving some images that I want to print. I'm going to be actually making a tote bag, a sweatshirt, and a t-shirt. So when you're in ProRip, you want to click this button right here, and it is the canvas, and you want it to be 12.5 inches. And then right here is the image where you can download your images from your computer. And so I wanted to start out with this goat. If you guys are not new to my channel, I love everything goats. We have 3 of them, and I just thought that this would be absolutely perfect on a tote bag, especially when we go grocery shopping and we want those reusable bags. This would be great for
the beach, whatever. I love this large viewing window. It's easy to monitor print progress without lifting the lid, but of course I do have to lift the lid just to check it out because it is just so cool watching it print. And the prints, they're full A-size design. You can make them in under 7 minutes. It achieves ultra fine detail, sharp image resolution for professional quality prints. And it has a 13-inch print width that supports a variety of design sizes, perfect for apparel, accessories, and custom projects. Now, not only the DTF printer, I will also need this oven right here along with their press. And I just think that this is just a really fun like assembly line. That's kind of how I made it. You're also gonna need this transfer powder that you are going to have to put on the back side of your print once it is printed. So you do not want to press this. You want to do this first. This is an absolute must when you are using a DTF print. So I just put that on there. I also just used a glass bowl with a lid so I can reuse that powder as much as I want. So it never goes bad. You don't have to just throw it away when you're done. I put this print right inside of the oven, and then I just went about the instruction manual and the time and the temp that I was supposed to put everything at. So always make sure that you check the manual and the how-to, all of that, because I would not honestly know what temperature to put this at if I didn't pay attention and didn't look. So once it's done, I did let this cool down before I actually pressed it onto the tote bag. Now, I have used a heat press before, but I've never actually used an auto heat press, so I thought this was really fun that it just pressed for me for however many seconds I set it at. And then I always do this before I add any sort of print just to get some of the wrinkles out. So it's kind of like a good iron method. And then now I'm just laying my print, and then we're just going to go ahead and press that again. And then once that is cooled, you can peel it off, and it is all set and ready to go. Of course, I could not make only just one item, so I wanted to go ahead and make a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. And what was cool about this is that I can also add more than just one design on here. So I did add 2 different designs to this film, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. I do use those arrows to move the film up and down, or the printer paper. It's definitely not paper, it is film, but you're probably going to hear me call it paper just a couple of times. But here we go. I have 2 of them. Of course, you have to use that transfer powder, but I did not want to keep doing the same step by step because it is the exact same as the first goat tote bag that I made. But we're going to go ahead and use the oven, and it is at 119, and I did heat it for 180 seconds. And then this little thing, it comes with the oven, and it's just so you do not burn your fingers on the inside, which is an absolute genius thing to use. It's like a little suction cup, and it just kind of moves the film towards you instead of you just grabbing it right out of the oven. So I picked up all of my shirts from Hobby Lobby, and I just think that this is such a fun hobby. I'd say it was a hobby, but I definitely think it would be more for someone who wants to get into small business. I also think that this would be really great using for my kids' school. There is not enough people who make gear for my kids' schools, so I think that this could be a really great side gig for absolutely anybody. You can, if you do craft shows, if you want to start a small business, if you want to do shirts and apparel and hats, you could do absolutely all of it. So for the last one, I am making a sweatshirt, and it says "in my Michigan era." If you guys did not know, I'm from Michigan, and I love every sweatshirt, everything Michigan. And of course, I had to make something, but I loved this one. This one was so bright. The colors look so great. And I just think that this one is going to be perfect for summertime. It is still pretty chilly here. It either gets to be 90 degrees or it is 60. I cannot win right now with our weather. So this sweatshirt is definitely something I'm be wearing today because it is chilly. But if you guys want to check out the Procolored P13 DTF printer, I will link it down in the description box below for you guys. And if you do click my link, you will get $100 off your own Procolored P13 DTF printer, so you can start your custom printing journey today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more custom made items by me, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and if you guys have ever used one of these, or you are considering it, or what you have made if you do have one. But that is it, you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.